is always for the welfare and well-being of the student community. Welcome you, ma'am. Next, I welcome all my colleagues and student friends for this webinar. A short, brief introduction about our keynote speaker. Mr. Suryakant Sharma is a commerce graduate and master's in law with specialization in corporate laws. He is also Chartered Associate of Indian Institute of Banking and Finance. Sri Sharma has over 35 years of rich experience in banking and finance and securities market and has served in a leading financial institution, thereafter in Department of Financial Services, Ministry of Finance, Government of India, and finally in SEBI. Sri Sharma joined SEBI in 2003 and served there for more than 50 years as served in different departments of SEBI. Lastly, in addition to the other assignments, he was DGM in charge of Office of Investor Awareness and Education in SEBI's northern region for more than 5 years. Sri Sharma is also a member of working group of NCRT for developing vocational course on mutual funds for students of 11th and 12th classes. Sri Sharma also mentor a few NGOs working for financial literacy and investor awareness in the country. Under his supervision, more than 15,000 financial literacy and investor awareness programs were conducted across North India, and he himself has addressed as a guest speaker in more than 600 IAPs. After superannuation from SEBI in 2019, he has joined Association of Mutual Fund in India, an apex body of mutual fund in India, as a senior consultant, North India. We are so lucky and happy to have such an eminent speaker today with us. Thank you, everybody. I request the keynote speaker to take over the session. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Chandra.
Welcome,
Should I start my session?
Yes, sir, with pleasure.
Thank you. So nice of you. Thank you very much, respected principal of the college, HOD, other faculty members, coordinators of the program, and my dear friend students. I am very happy to be with all of you. And I am more happy that this program today is being organized in a women-centric organization. You will appreciate that money is very, very important in our life. And as we all know, Dr. Chandra, women are master of managing money. They are masters. By nature, they are masters. In every household in India, they manage the money so efficiently, so effectively, that most of the households get comfort and have money when they need it. So I salute all of you. I salute Honorable Principal, HOD, and all coordinators for having a thought of organizing such program in your institution. One thing I want to mention before I start my session, that this program is from Association of Mutual Funds in India, Amfi, but it is not a marketing event or a promotional event of mutual funds. I want to make it very clear. It is purely an investor awareness program. And Chandrakala ma'am, you will appreciate that there are two categories of investors. One category which you belong to, those who are already earning, maybe in service, maybe in some business, maybe in some profession. So those who are already earning are automatically, most of them are investors, automatically, because they save and invest. But there is other very important category of investors which we perceive and we treat them equally important. And that is your students. They have not yet started earning. That is why they are not at par with you as far as investment is concerned. But we treat them as potential investors. They are, Chandrakala ma'am, they are going to earn very soon, down the line, in 1 year, 2 years, max 3 years. So we feel that they should also be sensitized at this stage, that management of personal finance is very, very important in their life. and our prosperity will come only through personal finance management. We might be earning well, but earning well is not an issue at all. Lakhs of people are earning very well. But unfortunately, a majority of general citizens don't have aptitude, or rather don't make effort to manage their personal finance in such a manner that they become prosper. That is why the importance of such programs. So I will encourage all your faculty members, your staff members, and your students that management of personal finance, my dear participant, is very, very, very important in our life, because it will have all the difference in your life. If you manage it well, if you manage your personal finance well, you will be far ahead of your colleagues. You will be far ahead of having reasonable money in your life when you need it. That is why personal finance management is important in our life. But I will start from the beginning, and I will ask Chandrakala ma'am if she is there. Ma'am, can you tell me how we get money? I want it to be an interactive session, if possible. And Dr. Chandrakala ma'am, can you tell me how we get money?
By earning. We may be a professionals, or we may be a business people, or we may do something to earn money.
Very good.
By earning.
You are absolutely right. Those who are in service, they get the money from salary. Those who are in business, they get the money through profit in the business. Those who are in profession, they get the money. They get the money through professional fees they charge from clients. So we all get money. Maybe we servicemen, maybe we businessmen, maybe we professional. So earning money is the prime source of money in our life. And what we do with the money, Dr. Chandrakala ma'am, which we earn, a majority of our earning goes into taking care of our regular expenses. I think I am right. Our grocery items, kids' fees, travel, utility bills payment, lot of other things. Every month, we have to spend majority of our income into such regular expenses. But Chandrakala, one thing is unique with all Indians. It is with all of us, and that is indeed unique. That is indeed a very, very important thing. And that is, we by nature, we by our DNA, try not to spend all the money which we are earning, and sincerely try to take away some money out of our income. And the money which we don't spend out of our income, Chandrakala ma'am, you must be knowing it. It is called savings. This is called savings, and we are all savers. Those who are earning are savers. They must be saving maybe 500 rupees, maybe 5,000, or maybe 50,000, or maybe 5 lakhs. That's a different matter. But we all save money out of our income, and we always sincerely try to save as much as we can. So we are all savers. And the students, when you will start earning, definitely you will automatically become saver, because you will also start saving some amount. So saving is in our blood, but saving is very, very, very important. And rather, my dear friends, I will tell you, saving is the first step of prosperity. Because if we don't save, how we will have money in our life? So saving is a precondition, saving is a first step. So the first thing I want to request all of you, please do start saving right from the first month when you start earning. And don't be shy that if I save 500 rupees or 1,000 rupees, what difference it will make. My dear participants, you are saving of 500 rupees or 1000 rupees a month is going to make a very big difference in your life, because this 500 and 1000 rupees going to be become lakhs of rupees in future. That is why start saving right from the month you start saving, you start earning. First request. Second request relating to saving in, keep increasing your saving with the increase in your income. That is also very important, very necessary. And we will all get increment. Those who are in service get some increment, some increase their allowance. In between, they also get promotion. So our income keep increasing every year. And even in business also, even in profession also, our income will keep increasing every year. So with the increase in income, we must increase your saving as well every year. Suppose this year you are saving 1000 a month. Next year, ideally speaking, you should save 10% more. That is 1100 rupees a month. And third year, it should be 10% of 1100. That is 1210 rupees. So two things I want to request you, very, very important. You might think it very simple, but this is very, very important, my dear participants. You start saving right from the first month when you start earning. Don't be shy of saving even a very small amount. Keep increasing your saving every year with the increase in your income. Now the next question arises. Of course, we will be saving, and those who are already in serving must be saving already. What to do with the savings which we are having every month? What to do? Dr. Chandrakala ma'am, there are two options available with all of us. First option is, which a foolish person like me will only opt. That is, I am religiously saving some amount. But what foolishly I am doing, I am taking out that money of that amount of saving from my bank account where I normally get salary nowadays, count it and putting that saving into a box at home, or just leaving that saving amount in my savings bank account. My dear participant, it is gross injustice if you are doing this practice, because it is a gross injustice not only with yourself, not only to your family, but also country as a whole. So please understand that saving is very important, but saving is only first step. We must not keep saving at home or in bank savings bank account. Then naturally you will ask me what to do. Yes, there is another option that is rather more prudent option, and that option must be exercised by all of us. And that option is, we should put our savings into some purchase of or acquisition of some assets, which will increase in future, and in some financial instrument which will give us periodical and regular return in future. And Dr. Chandrakala ma'am might be well aware the process of putting your savings into acquisition of some assets or in some financial instrument, my dear friends, it is called investment. So we should not only be saver, we should also be investor. And I again repeat, saving is very important, but it is the first step only. Equally important is that we have to invest our savings. Because, my dear friends, only through investment we will have prosperity in our life, and not from saving only. Of course, again, without saving, what we will invest? So saving is the very important and the most important thing. But then we must not stop at saving. We must invest our savings. So we have to be investor. And what is the object and purpose of investment, my dear friends? Very simple. My money should also earn money for me. That is the purpose of investment. That if I am saving, I am sacrificing a lot of my needs and desires, and I am putting my saving into investment. My purpose is very simple. that whatever I am saving and whatever I am investing should earn money for me. And rather, I keep telling in my sessions, the source of your investment earning money should be down the line after 10, 15 years. Your main source of income, not rather your service. You might not agree at this stage, but it has to be. Because if your investment doesn't generate reasonable return or earn money for you in future, then what is the purpose of investment? So we should start saving and investing of our saving in such a manner that my savings earn maximum return for me through investment. And we should try. And those who are already earning must be trying. But then we lack somewhere. Dr. Chandrakala ma'am, particularly middle class, salary class person, we lack somewhere. And where we lack, I don't know whether Dr. Chandrakala ma'am will agree with me or not. But most of the middle class, salary class person, they do save, rather sincerely save. Then they put their savings into investment. That is also there. But even after saving and investment, my dear friends, we just remain money accumulators in our life. We don't become wealth creators. So the basic purpose of investment itself is defeated if we don't generate maximum return on our investments. But unfortunately, most of us particularly middle class, salary class person I am talking about, we just remain money accumulators. We don't become wealth creators. And wealth will be created only through some return on your investments. So first thing you must understand, that the purpose of investment is to generate return for you. The purpose of investment is that your money should also earn money for you. But then question arises, why we just become money accumulators? Why we don't become wealth creators? What is the reason? I don't know, Chandrakala ma'am will knows the reason, but reason is there, Chandrakala ma'am. My dear friends, reason is there. Sir, I will take your questions once my session is over. Professor Dr. Ganesh, I will take all your questions once my session is over. So, why we are money accumulators? Why we are not wealth creators? This is a very valid question we should ask to ourselves. Yes, my dear friends, there is a reason, and that reason lies in our mind, not outside somewhere else. The reason lies in our mind, and the reason is most of the middle class, salary class person don't want to take risk. They are absolutely clear about this. Arey Baba, don't talk about risk. We will not take any risk in investment. Tell us something about safe investment. This is the request I get when my session comes at this stage. Some participant might ask in the chat box, sir, don't tell us something about riskier thing. We don't want to take any risk. Tell us something about safe investment. But my dear participant, on the contrary, you may not agree with me, but the fact is that most of the investments have got risk. Rather, very, very vast majority of investment products have got risk. Degree of risk will vary from product to product. It is there. Yes, I do agree. Some products might be having very high risk. Some products might be having moderate risk. And some products might be having minimum risk. But my dear friends, most of the investment, rather all investment, I will add here, bearing a few products, very few, have got risk. And what is risk, my dear friends? Risk is very simple. I don't want to lose money, my money at least, or or I don't want that my money is wiped out even. That is why my perception is very clear that I don't want to take risk. But my dear friends, you agree with me or not? The fact of the investment is most of the investments have got risk. You have to accept it. Because even in bank FD, you might not be aware. Suppose you go for a bank FD with a very reputed bank, even government banks, and perchance, extreme chance I am talking about, perchance the bank fails. Are you aware that you will get only up to 5 lakh rupees? Suppose you had gone for a 10 lakhs FD, the maximum amount you will get it 5 lakh rupees. Maximum I'm talking about. And that too has been recently amended by the government of India. Earlier it was 1 lakh only. So please do understand that in investment risk is there. Because unless and until we agree to this perception that that risk is there wouldn't be way out how to manage risk. Because if risk is there, then everybody would like to manage their risk, to minimize their risk. That is very natural. We will definitely like to minimize our risk and manage our risk. Yes, my dear participants, I do give you confidence that we all can manage our risk and minimize our risk in investment, provided we follow a two-word formula, very simple formula, but very important formula. And to students, I can say that they can note it if possible. And the formula is only two-word formula. Think, understand, and invest. I have used two words only. Think, understand, and invest. The first word is think. What we have to think? We have to think two things about ourselves. Only about ourselves. The first and very important thing is, what is my risk appetite? How much risk I can take? What is my risk-taking capacity? It simply means if I lose money, what is the limit up to which I am not disturbed? And my dear friends, every individual has got different risk appetite. Every individual has got different risk appetite. Why? Because our income is different, because our personal family obligations are different. Some might be earning 10,000, some might be earning 1 lakh, some might be earning 3 lakhs, some might be earning 5 lakhs. So the income difference is there. Likewise, some might have a nucleus family, or rather he or she not married even. Other one might be married but don't have children. And in third one might be having married and have children. And fourth, there might be scenario when you are married, you are having children, and your parents and even your brothers and sisters are living with you. So family obligation is also different with every individual. So please take your investment decision strictly as per your risk appetite. Analyze your risk appetite honestly. How much risk you should take. And once you are broadly able to analyze your risk appetite, then you should invest your hard-earned savings into some products which broadly matches with your risk appetite. Broadly match. Perfectly and precisely, it might not be possible. But at the same time, broadly speaking, they may take, personally speaking, they may be having different risk appetite. So first take all investment decision as per your risk appetite and analyze your risk appetite honestly. And one more thing I want to add here, even an individual's risk appetite is not a constant factor. You will not be having a straight line risk appetite for whole your life. No, when you are young, your risk appetite is very high. You can you can take high risk, or rather, I will encourage you to take high risk. Why? Because you are young. There is still 30, 40 years to go in your life, where if something is wrong, you can rectify that mistake and go on. But that luxury I don't have, my dear friends, because I've already crossed 60. So my risk appetite is very, very low. Your risk appetite is very, very high. So those who are young, I encourage them to take risk, of course, strictly as per their risk appetite. And top of it, your risk appetite, your risk you should take risk in a calculated manner, not in a blind manner. You must calculate it your risk, and then broadly match with the investment products available in the market, and then invest. So the first thing you have to think about yourself is your risk-taking capacity. Second thing, and equally important thing, is what is your time horizon of investment? That's equally important. That's equally important, my dear friends. Time horizon of investment is equally important. What is time horizon of investment? Simply speaking, I'm investing my money for some purposes, na? And purposes are bigger purposes in our life. Marriage, birth of the children, celebration, purchase or construction of house for the family, purchase of vehicle, four-wheeler for the family, going on vacation, higher education and professional education of children, marriage of the children, and then living retirement life comfortably. So these are all bigger purposes in our middle class, salary class life, bigger purposes. And for all these purposes and milestones, we can also term them as milestones. For all these milestones, we will need money, rather huge money. So I should invest my saving in such a manner that when I need money, maybe for marriage, maybe for celebration, maybe for going on vacation, maybe for purchase of house, maybe for your higher education of children, you should have money. So you should broadly try to match your investment horizon in such a manner that you should have money when you need it for these milestones. And how we can achieve it? We can achieve it through preparation or drawing a financial plan of ours. My dear friends, financial plan is very, very important instrument in our life. Most of people don't give credence to such thing, but it is otherwise very important. And what is financial plan? Simply speaking, it's not a rocket science, very simple thing. Sit with your family, discuss with your family what are the major milestones in your life. Major milestones. Normally, what is a major milestone in middle class life? First is marriage, for which we will need huge money. After that, birth of the children after some years, celebration, naturally you will need money. Then every family will definitely like to have their own house or flat, whatever it might be possible. For that, you will need huge money. Again, for purchase of four-wheeler, a minimum desire of every family now, you will need money. Then going on vacation has also become very important nowadays. Every family like, you might be in Tamil Nadu, but even you will like to go to Karnataka, Kerala, Rajasthan, Northeast, Odisha, Bihar, and why to in India only? You might like to go to USA, you might go to Canada, other European countries, other African countries. So going on vacation is nowadays is very normal and very important milestone in our life. But again, for that, you will need huge money. Then comes higher education and professional education of children. Huge money you will need for their best higher education and professional education. And once their education is over, naturally you will like to marry them, to arrange their marriages. Again, for that you will need money. And lastly, and very importantly, you will definitely ensure that you lead a comfortable life after retirement. How it will be possible if you don't have money? Because after retirement, the only major negative point is you will not be getting salary or regular income which you will be getting earlier when you were in service. And now pension is no more available in most of the institutions. In private sector, even earlier pension was not available. But even in government sector now, regular pension has been discontinued. Of course, NPS has come in and all these things. That's a different story. We will talk next time on NPS if your faculty members are interested. So for living retirement life also, we will need huge money. And how that money will come, my dear friends? The major source of money in our retirement life is that we invest our retirement corpus, which we have started developing right from the day I have started working. Plus, you might have got some superannuation benefit as well. Club all those things, sums, and invest somewhere and get some regular return. And on the strength of that regular income, you enjoy your retirement life. So for retirement life also, you will have to develop a huge retirement corpus. So for financial plan, I will request you, take a paper, make 3 columns in the paper. In the first column, just mention what are the major milestones in your life. I just mentioned a few, but if you have some additional milestone, I give you leverage to add on that milestone in your first column. Write down all the milestones in your life. In the second column, against each milestone, start putting the period when it is likely to happen. Again, idea only. Precisely, of course, it will not be possible, but just a broad estimate. Suppose someone says that I am not married, but I am likely to be married after 2 years. Put it 2 years. Then definitely celebrate birth of the children after 3.5 years or so. Put it 3.5 years or 4 years. Likewise, 2 years, 3.5 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, all these things. So in the second column, you please put the period when these milestones are likely to happen in your life. And the third column, which is very, very important, my dear friends, that is very important. And the third column is start putting the money against each milestone. How much money you will need for each milestone. Suppose somebody said that for marriage I will need 10 lakhs. Put it 10 lakhs against marriage. Likewise, for purchase of house 50 lakhs, put it 50 lakhs. Purchase of vehicle 10 lakhs. Going on vacation every 5 years, put it 5 lakhs every time. There are two major milestones which I will discuss a little bit more detail to make you understand the importance of financial plan. Higher education and professional education of children, my dear friends, is a dream for every parent. Every parent would like to give best higher education and professional education to children. My dear friends, suppose today in MBA degree from a reputed institution called cost around 20 lakhs. Around 20 lakhs. It is today. But those who are young or those who have not even yet married yet, your children will be going for higher education after 20-25 years. Have you ever thought what will be the cost of MBA degree after 25 years if it is 20 lakhs today? Thus, sir, it will be not less than 2 crore rupees per child. If a good MBA degree costs around 20 lakhs today after 20-25 years, it will cost not less than 2 crore rupees because of inflation. And perchance you have 2 children, then 4 crore only for the higher education. Then again, we should discuss about the retirement plan as well. Suppose a person is of the age of 30 today, and he says that he or she is managing their monthly expenses at around 30,000 today. Monthly expenses at around 30,000, they are managing their affairs today. But after 30 years, when they get retired, can you imagine how much money you or how much money you will need every year after 30 years for the same standard of living? My dear friends, if you are managing your affairs at the age of 30 and 30,000 rupees per month, after 30 years, you will need not less than 2 lakh rupees per month for your monthly expenses. And that too at the same standard of living, no extravaganza. Means around 24 lakhs a year in the first year of retirement itself. So simply speaking, your retirement corpus should generate a return of no less than 25 lakhs per year. Then the question arises, how much retirement corpus I should develop? A thumb rule is there. That is, your retirement corpus should be not less than 20 times of your annual expenses. Suppose your annual expenses are 25 lakhs, then you should develop a retirement corpus of not less than 5 crore rupees, which is 20 times of your annual expenses at the first year of retirement itself. So put it 5 crore against retirement, make the total of the third column, and you will might get scared. And I want you to be scared at this stage. Why? Because the total comes not less than 10 to 12 crore rupees for a middle class, salary class person who is around 30 today. From where that money will come, my dear friends? From where you will get 10 to 12 crore rupees? Somebody might have gone in some the quiz show, might have won some lottery. But what about the lakhs of others? So I want to tell you that you would be needing not less than 10 to 12 crore in your life for your milestones only. I've excluded your regular expenses from 30 year to 60 year, that I've excluded. So 10 to 12 crore rupees, from where it will come? Yes, my dear friend. Now I want to give you confidence. You all can have 10 to 12 crore rupees in your life. And many students, it might be even more than 10 to 12 crore rupees, even maybe 15 crore rupees because of inflation. Yes, you all can have. How? You start saving right from the first month when you start earning. You start investing your saving right from the first month. And try to keep increasing your saving and investment every year. And you should get maximum real return on your investment. That should also try. Because wealth creation will come only through maximum real return on your investment. So please try to practice these very small but very important in your life. One more thing I want to tell all of you about investment is that is called rule of compounding. Rule of compounding, my dear friends, is very, 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 very important thing as far as investment success is concerned. It's a eighth wonder of the world. Please do appreciate the importance of rule of compounding in investment. Rule of compounding is eighth wonder of the world. And what is rule of compounding in investment? Simply speaking, I want to put it in a very simple word. You have to make a promise with yourself, not to others, but to yourself only. that whenever and whatever return I will get on my investment in future. Definitely when you invest, you will get some return. Not today, not today, not tomorrow, maybe after 1 year, maybe after 5 years, maybe after 10 years, you will continuously getting return. Whenever and whatever return I will get on my investment, I will never use that return or income on investment for my personal consumption. I will never use it. Of course, very tough, but you have to make a promise with yourself. You have to make this commitment for yourself. What I will do, I will never use this return or income on investment for my personal consumption. Rather, what I will do, I will club that return with my regular saving and investment, which I am making, and reinvest it. So reinvesting of income regularly without fail is a license of prosperity. Please mind it. That is why it is very important. So reinvestment of your return on investment has to be there. Without this, no option of it. Because reinvestment of return or income of investment will multiply your money over a period of time. Automatically. Suppose suppose this year you earned 10,000 rupees on your investment. There are two options. Either you consume that 10,000 and enjoy. Second option, and very necessary option, is put 10,000 again, reinvest 10,000 again. This is called rule of compounding. And my dear, this is also called growth option. Growth option simply means that I am not taking out any return or income which I have got from my investment. It is automatically reinvested. And if it happens, you will be happily surprised after 10, 15, 20 years that your return portion has become much bigger than your original investment. But my dear friends, it is not going to be today. It's not going tomorrow. It's not going to be next 5 years. It will be happening after 10, 15, 20, 25 years. So please do religiously follow rule of compounding in your investments, because there is no option. If you wish to multiply your money, this is the only option. So please do religiously follow rule of compounding. This is a request I want to make all of you. Now I will tell you. Now I will tell you what are the products available in the market as far as investments are concerned. What are the products available? The first category of product is governmental small saving scheme. Government of India has started some small saving scheme. I will just briefly mention their names only. I don't have time, so I will not mention details of those schemes. I will just mention their name. Those who are interested can just note down the names of the investment product of governmental schemes, and they can explore details of those schemes through Google and websites. The first governmental small saving scheme, and I feel very good scheme, is Public Provident Fund Account, PPF. Public Provident Fund Account. The PPF account can be opened with any of the major bank branches or in post offices. Minimum amount you have to deposit every year is 500 rupees. Maximum is 1.50 lakhs. The tenure of the PPF account is 15 years. It can be extended. Today the interest is 7.10%. Get the details of PPF account, and I feel personally every middle class, salary class person must have a PPF account. Or not only he or she, his or her spouse should also have a PPF account. Even you can open PPF account in the name of your children as well. And it is totally exempt, no tax. Very rare scheme. No tax at all. So please do consider opening a PPF account if you have not opened so far, particularly those who are faculty members and staffs and those who are already earning. Second, I will just mention now, national savings. I will just mention the name of these schemes. National Saving Certificate. National Saving Certificate. Third one is Kisan Vikas Patra. Kisan Vikas Patra. Fourth one is RBI bonds, taxable bonds and tax-free bonds. Fifth one is governmental securities. Government also keep taking loan from you by issuing securities. So you can also invest in governmental securities. And for that, Reserve Bank has started a dedicated website recently. The name of the website is RBI Retail Direct. RBI Retail Direct. Please note it down the name. Those who are interested can go deeper into the get the details and guidelines and conditions of such investment through Google and websites. Then bigger governmental institutions, National Highway Authorities of India, Railways, Coal India, ONGC, Indian Oil Corporation, bigger names, 200 plus big institutions are there. They also keep regularly raising loans from the public. You can also invest some of your savings into public sector undertakings and governmental institutions. These are all governmental schemes which I have just mentioned, and banks deposits are there. Then post office schemes are there. These are all governmental small saving schemes, and the beauty of these schemes are that there is no risk at all. This is a very unique feature of such a scheme. No risk at all. Whatever government promises government will give you interest or return. And when the scheme matures, whatever maturity amount is there, that will be given to you. Because sovereign guarantee is there. It is a government of India. So please do think of investing some of your amount in governmental small saving schemes, which I have just mentioned. Beyond that, majority or rather almost all schemes have got risk now because these are all private products mostly, except one scheme which I will mention afterwards. Second option available for you is real estate and property, where you can invest. But again, it has got risk. How much return you will get? Not certain. Would you be able to sell the property when you need the money? Not certain. And even for real estate and property, you will need to have huge amount of for investment in a real estate and property. Then gold is also an option for investment. Then gold is also one of the investment products, and middle class, salary class person, you will agree, particularly female members of our families are passionate about gold. I can't see Chandrakala ma'am is here. If she is there, then she would vouch what I am saying now. Most of the middle class, salary class families, particularly female members, are passionate about gold. Are Baba, what to talk about gold? Get as much gold as possible. So please do understand that gold is one of the options, but unfortunately, gold is literally dead investment because we hardly sell gold. We purchase jewelry, we purchase some biscuits, and most of the majority of the middle class, salary class person don't sell the gold. They give it to their next generation normally. Or even in extreme circumstances, when we sell it, mostly on the occasion of the marriage of kids, daughter and sons, where normally we sell, but again, loss is there. Jeweler will cut 40 to 50% as making charges. Then purity is another issue. So gold has historically been a product which we have been investing, but rather literally got netting anything. But now government has come out with a unique scheme with relating to gold. Please note it down, the name of the scheme. That is called sovereign gold bond scheme, sovereign gold bond scheme, sovereign gold bond scheme, SOVEREIGN. Sovereign gold bond scheme. What is it? The scheme is firstly Government of India scheme, no private scheme is there. And government want to encourage middle class, salary class person not to purchase physical gold and keep it at home or in locker. And the reason are very obvious, because government has to purchase tons of gold from other countries, because we don't have any gold mines, hardly we have any mines. So we have to purchase it because demand is there. So government now want to encourage middle class, salary class person not to purchase gold and keep it at home in physical form. Alternatively, what government is offering, that you invest in this scheme, and whatever amount you invest in this scheme, government will give you a sovereign certificate that this much of gold is with Government of India of yours. Minimum amount you can invest in sovereign gold bond scheme is 1 gram gold price. And the gold price is decided and determined as per the prevailing price, broadly. Maximum amount you can invest is 4 kg gold price. So cap is 4 kg, benchmark is 1 gram gold price. You can invest in this scheme. The tenure of the scheme is 8 years. And government is offering you two very unique benefits under this scheme. First benefit is, whatever amount you invest in sovereign gold bond scheme, government will give you guaranteed 2.5% interest. Suppose you have invested 1 lakh rupees, then you will be getting 2,500 rupees every year as interest for next 8 years on this scheme. And second and major benefit is, whatever appreciation in the gold price will also be shared with you. Suppose today the gold price is 50,010 grams. Suppose, of course, it is much more than that. But suppose the gold price today where you have invested in this scheme is 50,010 grams. After 8 years, suppose the gold price goes to 80,010 grams. Then government will return you 80,000 rupees, not 50,000 rupees. So two benefits: assured 2.5% interest, annual interest on the deposit or investment in this scheme, plus the appreciation in the gold price will also be shared with you. So please think of investing in a sovereign gold bond scheme. Please go to your home, discuss with your mother, discuss with your elder sister, your sister-in-law, and after getting detail from Google and websites. And you can invest online and offline both. And you, as you might be aware, Government of India is encouraging online transaction. So if you invest online by going to the website of your RBI, or even the majority of the banks are operating this scheme, then you will also get additional discount of 50 rupees if you online invested. This is the online investment benefit which Government of India has given you. So please do think of investing in sovereign gold bond scheme. Now, third product available in the market is security market share bazaar. And my dear, share bazaar is knowledge-based market. It is purely knowledge-based market, and those who don't have knowledge of the market must not invest into the share bazaar directly. This is my request to all of you, because it is a riskier market. Risk, of course, risk in more other products also. But in share bazaar, it is purely knowledge-based market, and those who don't have knowledge of the market must not invest into security market directly. You must not invest it. Then there is an indirect way of investing in security market also. That is called mutual funds. A mutual fund is now a flare of the day. Most of the young, particularly young generation, wants to know about the mutual fund. And I'm very happy that lakhs and lakhs of young people have already started investing in mutual funds. And the corpus of mutual fund today has crossed 40 lakhs crore rupees, which was hardly less than 10 crore before 5 years. So a new awakening has been there in the middle class, salary class person particularly. Lakhs and lakhs, rather crores of investors have started investing through mutual funds. Because mutual fund is a unique product and it is indirect way of investing. It is not you are not directly investing in any product. You are simply giving your money to the experts, which are technically called fund managers. Why you are giving? First major reason is you don't have knowledge of the market, but they are the experts of the market. You don't have time because you have got service, you have got business. They are 24 hours employed or deployed in this in the management of money. And then they have got huge experience. They have got huge experience in their life. So mutual fund is an indirect way of investing where you are giving your money to the fund managers. And you will appreciate with me that this is a unique product. Why unique product? Because by investing some money regularly through mutual funds over a period of time, after 10, 15, 20 years, you might have a huge amount, huge corpus. Broadly speaking, there are three major categories of mutual funds as far as security market are concerned. First is equity fund, which is where your money will be invested into the equity share of the corporate. Please do understand. Your money will be invested into the equity share of the corporates. Risk is very high because the prices of the shares go up and down every day. Second one is debt fund. In debt fund, your money will not be invested into equity shares. Mind it. Strictly, not a single penny will be invested into equity shares in debt fund schemes. Your money will be given as a loan to the corporates, as a debt to the corporates. And when a debt or loan is given, naturally the rate of interest is decided and tenure of the instrument is also decided. So here the risk is lesser as compared to equity fund, but returns are also reasonable. There might not be extraordinary return, but in the case of equity funds, there might be extraordinary return. And you might have seen, if you are interested to know about the mutual fund, that most of the equity fund have given 12 to 18% return during last 10 years, which is a reasonably very good return. But of course, it has got risk. And equity fund are basically meant for the young people, those who are below 40. And those who are below 40, because they can take high risk because of their age profile. They have still to go 10, 15, 20, 25 years. But those who have already crossed 50, 55, their risk appetite has automatically become lower. They should not expose themselves to equity fund. They should better go to the debt funds. Because safety becomes paramount in this age, in that phase of life. The third category is hybrid fund. In hybrid fund, simply speaking, in hybrid fund, some of your money will go to the equity fund where risk is high, and some of your money will go to the debt fund where risk is low. So you are balancing your risk with the expectation of a little bit higher return as compared to debt fund, a little bit lesser as compared to equity fund. So you please understand that the different categories are meant for different category of investors. For young people, equity fund. Between 40 to 55, hybrid fund. Broadly, it is not a compartment, what a right compartment, but broadly speaking, then beyond 55, 60, majority of your investment should be in debt fund only. And the best way of investment in mutual fund for middle class, salary class person, my dear participant, is through SIP, systematic investment plan. SIP, please note this name, because SIP is a magic for middle class, salary class person, friends. And SIP is simply speaking a recurring account. You might have opened your parents, you might have seen your parents opening a recurring account in bank or post offices. Every month they are depositing some money. Just on that pattern only SIP works. In SIP, you are investing some amount every month. And you can start SIP in equity fund or in debt fund or in hybrid fund, whatever your age profile is. And SIP is a magic for middle class, salary class person, my dear friends. Those who are young and even your students, I want to encourage them. Think of starting SIP right even out of your pocket money, even when you are not earning anything. Start 500 rupees. 500 rupees is the minimum benchmark of SIP. So you can start an SIP 500 rupees out of your pocket money. And down the line, after 3-4 years, when you start earning, by that time, you will be a mature investor knowing a lot of things about mutual fund investment. So SIP is a magic for middle class, salary class person to create wealth over a period of time. And my dear friends, I know a lot of my friends who have started not one SIP, but multiple SIPs. Keeping that target in mind, though SIP can be target oriented. One SIP for purchase of house after 5 years. Second SIP for going on vacation after 8 years. Third SIP for purchase of vehicle. Fourth SIP for higher education and professional education of children happening after 25 years. Fifth SIP for marriage of the children. And last SIP might be for your retirement plan, retirement corpus. So you can start multiple SIPs, keeping your targets in mind, keeping your goals in mind, keeping your milestones in mind. Early you start, better will be the corpus. So don't wait for any, but don't start what I am saying. Don't rely on me. Don't believe what I am saying. Take your own decision. But before investing or starting SIP, please understand the basic concept of mutual funds. And for that, I am sharing the names of 4 websites. Of course, there are thousands of websites you can visit, but 4 websites are primarily focused on mutual funds. Note it down if you are interested to. First website is Mutual Fund Sahi Hai. Mutual Fund Sahi Hai is the website which has been developed by the Amfi, Association of Mutual Funds in India, and it has got lot of material about mutual funds, about schemes, about the risk appetite, about the historical data of mutual fund scheme, about short videos which you can see to understand the concepts of mutual fund, equity, debt, hybrid, and sub-segments also. So please do visit the website of Mutual Fund Sahi Hai. Another 3 websites, private websites, I am not marketing them, but I find good material on them. That's why I'm just mentioning, but I again repeat, I am not marketing them. I don't have any interest in any of them. And otherwise, also thousands and thousands of other websites are also there. Second one is Value Research. Value Research is a website where a lot of material on mutual fund, including historical data and comparison amongst the schemes are available. Third one is Money Control, where you can get a reasonable material to read and understand the concept of mutual fund. Fourth one is ET money, economic times money. Or I again repeat, again thousands of websites. Just put it mutual fund and you will get thousands of websites. Please devote some time before starting your investment through mutual fund. It is your money. It is your hard-earned money. Understand the concept. I don't have time. Otherwise, I could have share you details of the mutual fund, their scheme, their risk appetite, benefits, even risk, all these things. About I don't have time. So, but I am encouraging you to visit websites, understand the concept, and if you are convinced, then start investing in mutual fund, preferably through SIP, those who are in service or those who are in service class. Or rather, I will encourage your student also, please start an SIP of 500 rupees out of pocket money in some good large cap fund or some index fund. I'm just mentioning the category, not mentioning any scheme. Think of it. There are other things also in mutual funds, but I don't have time. Next time, if the principal is interested, we can have second session on dedicated to mutual fund, or a third session even on security market, if you are interested. So lastly, two things I want to tell all of you. Please never invest your or put your hard-earned money in Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committees. It is fraud, literally fraud. I am using very harsh word for those schemes. They simply will come to you making higher, very rosy picture of their company, promising higher return, doubling your money in 3 or 4 years, giving you higher return. They are all frauds. They don't have any business model. So sooner or later, they will simply vanish with your money. And this has been the case in the past. Almost all Ponzi scheme and other committee Ponzi schemes have literally vanished with the lakhs of rupees of gullible investors. And as a broad survey, more than 10 lakhs rupees of gullible investors have been lost in such bogus schemes. And what is the reason people do invest in this scheme? Greed. They have greed. My money will be doubled in 4 years. I will getting higher return. My dear friends, it is not possible at all. Please do understand. You will literally lose your money. I can just give you warning of it. So never invest your hard-earned money in Ponzi scheme. And not only you, try to educate people as much as you can in your area, that they should never invest their hard money in Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committees. If they don't have any idea about the investment, let it be. Simply put their money in bank scheme, post office schemes. At least their money will be safe. So this is take it forward and try to educate as much people as you can. And lastly, for which this session has been organized with your college, my dear friends, prosperity is your right. Every individual has got right to be prosper. And friends, it is not a luck. Prosperity is not a luck. Prosperity is an effort through investment. We have to make efforts to be prosper. And why we should not make efforts? We must. So please do make sincere efforts towards investment and for the goal of prosperity. You all can be prosper. Again, I repeat it is not a luck. It is an effort only. And one more thing I want to add here. Some people might have thought that they might have born into a poor family. Birth in a poor family is not a curse at all. Please mind it. Again, I repeat, birth in a poor family is not a curse at all. But living as poor and die as poor is a curse, which we all can avoid if we start managing our money right from the month we start earning. You will all be prosper, and prosperity doesn't mean becoming a Mukesh Ambani or a big industrialist. Prosperity simply means that I should have money when I need the money for my milestones in my life. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Thank you, Anuksha. Yes. Any question from any participant, I will be happy to take those questions. Thank you, Vishwanath. Thank you. Thank you, Das sir. Thank you, Shri Ram. Yes, any question from any participant? Or Das sir?
Dr. Nirmala Devi, ma'am, please unmute your ID option, ma'am. Please, ma'am.
Or I will first like Mr. Das to give his observation about the session. Please unmute yourself, Mr. Das, and give your observation.
Mr. Das, sir, please unmute your ID option, sir, please.
Girls, you can start your question session, ma.
Yes, Das sir. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Dear participants, if any question, please raise your hand, please. Or you can write your questions on chat box also.
Yeah, Mr. Prasada. Unmute yourself, please. Mr. Prasada. Mr. KBMV. Please unmute yourself. Mr. Sabjar, please help him to unmute himself.
Please
Sir,
unmute your
good
audio,
evening, sir.
sir. Please, sir.
Sir, Sir, one question. Just now I got a question, sir, that there is a relationship between the mutual fund investment and the age, sir. Hello.
Yeah. Can you repeat the question?
There is a relationship between mutual fund investment as well as the individual age.
Yeah, definitely, my dear.
For
It is
example,
very
if I am
important.
in 35 years, how can I invest in that mutual fund? In which schemes, which type of schemes? Not about the exact scheme. I'm asking the what type of.
My dear, you have just mentioned that you are around 35 years.
Yes.
So you still have got 10 years. For next 10 years, please invest 90% of your savings into equity fund and 10% in hybrid fund. Next 10 years. When you cross 45 or 50, try to switch from equity fund to hybrid fund. And when you cross 55 or 58, try to switch from hybrid fund to debt schemes. So this is a gradual process for every individual. Those who are young should start investing in equity fund, but the horizon should be not less than 5 years. But when you cross 45, 50, you should gradually switch from your equity fund investment to the hybrid fund investments. Then when you cross 55 or plus, then you should switch your majority of your investment, maybe 70%, maybe 80%, from hybrid fund to debt fund. That should be a gradual process.
Sir, one more question, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry to disturb you. Sir, whether I have to invest in dividend yield funds or that only appreciation funds?
Basically, very honestly speaking, you should go for the appreciation only. Appreciation simply means growth option. In growth option, whatever return you get will automatically be reinvested. It will not be given to you. But in dividend option, every year you will get something if your scheme earns something. So better you should go for the growth option only.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving the information. Thank you, sir.
God bless you. God bless you. Yes. Any other question or wind it up?
Uh,
Dear students, do you have any doubt? This is a question session. If you have any doubt, you can ask, ma.
Yes, I think Nirmal Devi,
Yeah. You have any
Devi ma'am,
doubt?
there are no questions. Then
Yeah.
better we should wind it up.
Okay, sir, sure. Shall I start my vote of thanks, sir?
Yeah, please do.
Yes. Good evening to all. I honored and privileged to be the part of this event to extend a vote of thanks on this auspicious occasion. This is a momentous day in the history of our department as we have hosted a session on this useful aspect. First of all, I extend my heartfelt thanks to our guest of honor, Mr. Suryakant Sharma, for his valuable presence and thought-provoking message. Sir, really, you have enlightened various points about earnings of money, different kinds of savings, investment. It is the need of the hour and about mutual fund. It's very strongly in the young mind. Thank you, sir. Next, my heartfelt thanks to our Madam Principal, Dr. Rachel Nancy Phillip, who will handle all our events in an energetic and enthusiastic way. Thank you, ma'am. I am intended to thank our head of the department, Dr. R. Mohana Soundari, for her timely, valuable, and efficient guidance and efforts. I also thank all my colleagues for their support. Last but not least, I thank my dear students for their kind cooperation and perfect participation. Thank you, sir, and thank you to all.
I'm also thankful, Nirmala Devi ma'am, on my
Yes.
behalf and on behalf of Amfi for giving us opportunity to be with you all of course through this platform only. But next time when I visit Tamil Nadu, I will be happy to be with you physically also in your college.
Sure, with pleasure, sir.
And I'm thankful to all the participants for joining this program. And I hope the program has been found useful by all the participants. I wish them all the best. And of course, special thank goes to Mr. Sabjar Ahmed for coordinating this program with you. Mr. Sabjar, thank you very much. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.